saying goodbye to anything what you have done for a long time is very hard. It's very emotional, but all good things have to come to an end. I came to Michigan February 11, 1985. A typical Michigan cold and icy day. I still remember very vividly. It was called Say Yes to Michigan then, and the slogan now is Pure Michigan. But winters are equally brutal. 30 years today later, I'm here and it's time to retire. I came to work for Michigan Department of Management and Budget. Over 30 years, I worked for Michigan Department of Budget, Department of Labor, Department of Treasury, and last 20 years, Michigan Jobs Commission and Michigan Economic Development Corporation. It has been an absolute pleasure to work for the state of Michigan and serve its citizens. It has been an amazing journey and very fulfilling and rewarding experience. I have made many good friends. I have developed good networks. Some of you are here. I was very fortunate to have great mentors and leaders who believed in me and my abilities to do my job. Without them, I would be nowhere. Along the way, I learned few things. I learned humility from my executive committee members. They all come from a private sector, very successful life, and very diverse background. But one thing I learned from them was humility. They were always very kind and supportive. Being a CFO, most of the time my job was to say no when people came ask for the spending. I had to say no more times than a yes. So compassion is something I learned from my MEDC staff members. Whenever I say no, or I said no, they kind of understood where I was coming from. They never took it personally. So that's one thing I learned. One thing, humility. Another thing I learned was compassion. I really want to express my sincere gratitude to my finance team, especially Juzer, Bat, and Peter. They had to put up with me for the last 20 years. I feel sorry for them, but I can't help. They have been the most loyal, supportive, and hardworking people, and we all became good family members. They are and they will be my family because I spend more waking hours with them than my own family. If you think about it. So I'm very thankful to them. If I started thanking everybody in this room and not in this room for everything people have supported me, we'll be here until midnight. Considering this is a Friday before the long weekend, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to torture you here. But I am thankful to all of you to take time and come to celebrate with me my retirement. I also want to thank MEDC leadership for their support over all these years. So I'm always asked, what are you going to do when you retire? I'm going to retire. I don't have to do anything. Retiring is a tantamount to, not tantamount to working life. So I'm not really planning on working. Seriously, I have learned over the life, never say never. So I'm not going to say I'm never going to work. But my goal is to enjoy life and work on my health, go through my bucket list, volunteer as much as I can, and then if I have time left, I may go and get some gainful employment. But other than that, I'm fortunate. I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed all my life. I'm 59-year-old, but I'm very blessed to have a good family, good life. Fortunately, I have also planned my retirement, so I sincerely do not want to work full time. I work just to keep my professional growth. Other than that, nothing else. I have promised my wife I'll wake up with her every day, every I'll make the tea, and I'll make her breakfast, like I do every day now. And I will also make her tea when she comes home from home. She plans to work for a couple more years. She knows my cooking abilities, so I'm off the hook there. I won't have to cook. Am I going to miss something when I retire? That's the second question I get. Yes, I'm going to miss all of you who I have worked for a long time. I'm going to miss waking up, getting dressed up, and come to work. But you know, I'm going to enjoy life. I'm entering the final phase of my life, and I really want to enjoy it. Thank you all for coming, taking time to come here today, and help me celebrate my retirement. Mr. Grossman.